Volume 1, Chapter 4, The Oldest Human Traces. Hidden among the hills of Jebel-ir-Houd, southeast of Safi, fragments of bone lay undisturbed for hundreds of thousands of years. Buried beneath layers of stone and dust, they silently witnessed the passing of time, waiting patiently for humanity to uncover the story they had preserved. For generations, no one could have imagined that these ancient remains would transform our understanding of who we are. During the 20th century, archaeologists began excavating the site and recovering fossil fragments that appeared to belong to early members of our own species. Yet the scientific tools available at the time were unable to reveal the true significance of what had been discovered. It would take decades of technological progress and international collaboration before Jebel-ir-Houd revealed its greatest secret. In 2017, an international team of researchers announced a discovery that immediately captured the attention of the scientific world. The human fossils uncovered at Jebel-ir-Houd were dated to approximately 300,000 years ago. The announcement sent shockwaves throughout the scientific community. Until then, the oldest known representatives of Homo sapiens had been associated primarily with East Africa and were believed to date back around 200,000 years. The Moroccan discovery pushed humanity's timeline back by nearly 100,000 years and forced scientists to reconsider the story of our origins. The implications were extraordinary. Modern humans did not emerge from a single isolated cradle somewhere in Africa before spreading across the world. Instead, growing evidence suggests that our species evolved through interconnected populations spread across different regions of the African continent. Morocco suddenly found itself at the very center of one of humanity's greatest stories. The men and women who lived at Jebel-ir-Houd did not look exactly like us. Their faces were strikingly modern and would appear surprisingly familiar if we encountered them today. Yet their skulls retain certain archaic characteristics, reminding us that evolution is not a single moment in time, but a long and complex process. They represent one of the earliest chapters of our own story. Imagine their world. The sun rises over green landscapes filled with wildlife. Human communities gather around their fires. Stone tools are carefully shaped before hunting expeditions. Knowledge is passed from one generation to the next. They have mastered fire. Their stoneworking techniques continue to improve. Cooperation has become essential for survival. Although they left no written records behind, the objects they created allow us to glimpse fragments of their lives. Hundreds of carefully crafted flint tools have been discovered at Jebel-ir-Houd. Many display sophisticated manufacturing techniques far beyond what we once imagined for human communities of that era. These early humans possessed remarkable technical abilities and an intelligence that would ultimately define our species. Jebel-ir-Houd is only one chapter of Morocco's prehistoric story. The Cave of the Smugglers near Tamara, the Cave of Tafaralt in eastern Morocco, and dozens of other archaeological sites scattered across the country continue to reveal invaluable information about the people who inhabited these lands over hundreds of thousands of years. Each new discovery reminds us that human history is rarely as simple as we once believed. For centuries, our historical narratives have focused on kings, emperors, and great civilizations. The pyramids, the palaces, and the ancient empires have dominated our collective imagination. Yet perhaps the most extraordinary story is that of the anonymous men and women who lived hundreds of thousands of years before the first kingdom was ever imagined. They built no monuments of marble or stone. They left behind only fragments of bone, carefully shaped tools, and faint traces of their existence. And yet, they were already profoundly human. They gazed upon the same mountains that rise above Morocco today. They walked across the same plains and watched the same sunsets that continue to inspire us thousands of centuries later. When scientists unveiled the discoveries of Jebel-ir-Houd to the world, one idea emerged with remarkable clarity. The story of modern humanity is both older and far more African than we had ever imagined. Morocco now occupies a central place within that universal story. Every fossil discovered beneath its soil reminds us that the history of Morocco does not begin with kings or dynasties. It begins with humanity itself. Hidden within the mountains and caves of this ancient land may still lie some of the answers to the questions we have asked for millennia: who we are, where we came from, and how we became human.